everyone, it's Tiny Games here. Welcome back to the channel. We're here with part 2 of the Discord Dreamsnaps review. So I'm very excited to get into this second half. The first half was absolutely incredible and I'm sure the second half is going to be just as good. Make sure to give this video a little like if you like any of these submissions, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're interested in keeping up with any Disney Dreamlight Valley content I post or any other cozy games that I might play. But anyway, let's not waste any time. Let's jump over to Discord and take a look at the amazing submissions you've come up with for the Hola Casitia challenge. And yeah, let's see what you've done. So we are going to start off here with a submission from Disney Dreamer, and this is beautiful. I love all the fireflies. They look absolutely incredible. I love this seat. This is like a item from the Beauty and the Beast collection, and it goes with some bookcases, but I absolutely love this window seat. I think it's super cute. I love how you've got the lounge pillows here and then the Bells bundle sort of beanbag chairs either side. It definitely looks like a very comfy and cozy room to hang out in. I love your character's outfit. I love just the ceiling decor, the bed in the background and everything like that. This is a beautiful, beautiful snap. I love how you've got Anna and Mirabelle here, like it's a bit of a girls, maybe like a bit like a slumber party in a vibe kind of thing. Like you're just hanging out, you're chilling, you're having a chill day, cozying up with a bunch of pillows, maybe some blankets, maybe doing a bit of reading and stuff like that, and just generally enjoying a bit of girls time, which I think is so fun. I think this is an absolutely awesome snap, so great job on this one. Next up, we have a submission from Jolly, and this is Jolly's main account, and this is an outdoor room that Jolly's created, and this is actually really fun. I like how this has been set up. I love how you've used these are from there's like a Monsters Inc. sushi bundle kind of thing that you can get, and there's like a table set up and it has this kind of like screen backing to it, and I love how you've used that as like a wall piece, and honestly I think that's such a good idea. It does work really nicely here. I love that we've got the bed set up, you know, we've got bookcases, we've got dressers, you know, all the usual stuff that you would see in a room. And then the room opens out to the outdoor space, which I think is just such a fun idea and concept that you've come up with. Next up, we have a submission from Nina, and this is lovely. I love this setup. I think it's so gorgeous. I love the way the light is coming in and how it shines on your character. I think that's such a lovely little touch, kind of like having the windows and having that light project out to you. I think that's super fun. I love how you've got Mirabelle here. Again, she's kind of in that dancing animation. I love that we have the bed set up. I love the wallpaper choice. In fact, I love the kind of like almost like divide in the wall. Like we've got this very kind of like pink side, and then we have a more sort of yellowy green side. I really love that. I love that kind of contrast in colors. It reminds me a lot of the bedroom snap that I did for the bedroom beauty challenge, and I had like a pink really girly side and then a darker kind of like purple theme side, and sort of having that juxtaposition and stuff like that. So I love how you've sort of got that sort of contrast between the two rooms with the colors and stuff like that. I think that's really lovely to see. So I think this is a super fun submission. Great job on this one. Next up, we have a submission from Lainey Faye. Now, I've seen that your comment, you know, you're a bit unsure about this one, a bit nervous because you've gone for kind of like the fortune teller vibes, and I actually really love this. I think this is brilliant. I mean, especially since, I mean, one thing that I didn't really pay much attention to when I did my snaps was the kind of like ability part that sort of plays a role with the Casita rooms is that you have a special ability, and I think this really leans into that, the like the fortunes is your ability, and I think this is a wonderful setup. I love the pearl in the middle of the table, like as if it's what they call like a crystal ball. I think that's so fun and such a great item choice to choose, because sometimes we do have to be a bit creative with our choices because of a lack of items and stuff like that. I love the way the rose kind of like crops into the frame here at the front. I love the smoke from the incense burners and stuff like that. I love that Mirabelle is sat here like you're about to give her a reading. I love the curtains. The curtains really add to the vibe. I honestly absolutely love this snap. I think this is so fun and creative and so unique. I love the really creative shots that we have seen this week with submissions, so great job on this one. Okay, and next up is something I don't really want to talk about, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about my snap. Oh my gosh, Okay, so I let my husband have free reign with my snap because he's not a big fan of Mirabelle. Don't ask me why. I don't understand it. I love Mirabelle. I think Mirabelle's lovely. I love the film Encanto too. I think it's a great film. But my husband has beef. He has a lot of beef. And this is what he came up with. I mean, I probably, accidentally pushed him to this. It wasn't something I wanted, but this is what I've got. So I am not getting any moonstones this week. We're going to see how low the lowest score can be in Dream Snaps. I'm actually really excited to see what the results are, because like the possibility that someone could have voted for this is like hilarious kind of thing. I don't think this is going to do well. My husband seems to think it's going to do 1,200 moonstones or more. I don't think it's going to get any more than 600. I personally think it will get 300, but because of the high amount of tags this photo has, I was generous and said it could potentially go to 600 just because of any points from the tag count. And maybe someone out there doesn't like Mirabelle as much as my husband. But yeah, this is it. This is what we're working with. So yeah, less said on that, the better. Next up, we have a submission from Cole, and oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. This is so stunning. It's so pretty. I love this kind of divide between the bedroom and the, let's just say, the outside world as such. I love that you've got like all the fireflies outside where Mirabelle is, and all the foliage, and she's dancing and stuff like that. I think it's lovely. And then we're in the room where your character is, and it feels like a peaceful, calm, tranquil area. We've got the bed, we've got the guitar, the books and stuff like that. It definitely has those homely bedroom kind of vibes, which I think is lovely, and I just like that contrast, and it really has the illusion of a lot of depth and things like that. So I think this is an absolutely wonderful snap. It's beautifully decorated. The little details and touches with the foliage items is lovely to see. So fantastic job on this snap. Next up, we have a snap from Kibby, and I really like this. It's kind of almost got like a studio apartment kind of vibe, which I think is super fun. I love that there's like a kitchen in the back corner, and you've got the casita table, the dining table with some food items on it. We've got your bed in the foreground here on the left hand side, which is nice to see, but it's divided by this kind of nice fabric divider that you've put up. We do have a seating area to the right, and in the back corner like an arts and crafts kind of area. Like we've got the painting table, the easel, the fabric shelf and stuff like that, which is lovely to see. And then you've got kind of like a washer dryer situation towards the front with the basket. Either way, I think it looks absolutely lovely. It's really, really nice, and I think this is quite a homely little, like, almost like studio apartment bedroom kind of vibes. I think it's super fun. I love how it's been decorated and all the little details, and I do love that you've also included Mirabelle as well. Next up we have a snap from Doodles, and Doodles has titled this submission Abuela Admiring Her Granddaughter. And honestly, it's very, very cute. So we have this room set up. It's like Abuela's room and stuff like that. I love how you've made your character kind of look like her. And then she's looking on with pride at Mirabelle. I like the thought that maybe this is kind of like after the movie, where Abuela and Mirabelle have kind of fixed their relationship. And Abuela's working through her issues and stuff like that, and now looks fondly at Mirabelle with joy rather than kind of like fear and resentment and judging and all of that kind of thing, and sort of a less toxic environment. I love this kind of like almost feels like a conclusion that we needed from the film. I feel like when I watched the film, I felt like there was a lot of responsibility put on Mirabelle to fix the device, rather like Abuela, I think, just says like sorry once and that's it, everything's fine. There's no kind of like, I almost want to say like, not repercussions as such, but like it feels like Abuela doesn't have to put in much work to fix the relationship in the years of abuse effectively that she's put Mirabelle through. But either way, I love this. I think this is just such a wholesome kind of like ending. It feels very magical. It definitely has that kind of like Disney charm, which I think is lovely to see. And obviously I love the backdrop. In terms of the decor and everything, this is absolutely fantastic. I do think this is an absolutely wonderful snap. A really creative choice. Honestly, yeah, I love this. This is a very, very good snap, and for anyone who knows the film and stuff like that, I feel like the reference will connect immediately that this is Abuela, and obviously looking at Mirabelle and stuff like that. So I love this story you've told. I love the direction it's gone in. I love the decor and everything like that. I think this is an absolutely wonderful snap. Next up, we have a snap from Rainbow, and this is so pretty. It's very, very charming. I love all the colours. I love the bright pops of like yellow and orange. I think they really help add a lot to the image in terms of sort of that contrast and things like that. It definitely has a magical, whimsical vibe, which I love, which you get with the kind of like the glowing sparkles, the glowing mushrooms, the giant vine flower lamps, and also the wings and stuff like that. It all pairs together very, very nicely. It does look like, correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like we have Casita up in the top corner here. So I'm guessing perhaps this could be, oh, perhaps it's not quite high enough actually. Yeah, this could be anywhere. I was thinking maybe this is the beach looking up to the forest, and we see the Casita in the forest, but I'm now wondering if there's actually enough height for that to be accurate. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, I think this is a beautiful build. I think it's really nicely done, very creative, very fun, and yeah, a really good snap. Next up, we have a few submissions from Nolan. So this is the first one, and this is the one that caught my eye with the red trees in the background that really made me sort of think, oh, perhaps I could use them. Obviously, Nolan's done it incredibly well and with great skill and stuff like that. This definitely has Isabella vibes. I love that we've got the cactus plant at the front, which is obviously very sort of symbolic for Isabella, who's used to creating perfect, dainty kind of flowers, and then she learns to use her ability and express herself fully, and create some plants that maybe don't seem quite so perfect and stuff like that. You know, things that have a bit more sort of harshness to them, and you know, things like that, which I love. I love that you've got the bed set up. This is what I think is really good with some of the outdoor submissions, is people that have really incorporated that room feel to them, which makes me really feel like it could be a room in Casita kind of thing, rather than just an outdoor snap kind of thing. I love this. I think this is very beautifully done. Then we have your second account, which again, this is really, really nice, but this is actually an indoor submission. Now, I would guess that you have divided the room to gain some more tags. So we do have the bookcases here, which offer a nice bit of a backdrop, just to contrast with the other room, not rooms, but walls. And then this is a great way to hide some tags. You know, you can hide some items which don't necessarily fit the theme of the room, but yeah, just gain those additional tags that you probably need. I do think this is a lovely setup, especially with the kind of like cherry blossom trees, the magnolia planters, the bed here and stuff like that. I think it's a very, very fun snap. And then we have the next snap, which again, using these red trees, and I just think they look so nice. Now looking at these and the placement of where you are and how low down those sort of like those leafy bits come in, I would guess that you're on like an elevated level somewhere, and this is like lower down, like for instance sunlit to the plaza, or the meadow and the plaza, or something like that, you know, some sort of thing where there's a two biome and two height sort of distinction, I would think, just to get those red trees sort of closer to the ground, because I don't think they hang that low. But either way, I love this. I think it's a fun setup. I love the kind of like butterfly at the front, obviously Mirabelle included as well. I think this is a wonderful, wonderful submission. Next up, we have a submission from Mike, and I absolutely love this. I love that your character's avatar really looks like he fits the room. Like, he really looks like he belongs, like how he's dressed and how he looks. You know, it really is kind of like cohesive. I love that he's surrounded by books. I love that you've circled the books around him. Usually I wouldn't think to do something like this. Like, this is a trick I would see in order to trap a character, but really putting yourself in the middle kind of really emphasizes the, I guess, the reading ability or skills that your character would have. I love that we've got the bookcases in the back corner. We do have some other sort of creative items, like we've got the painting easel and stuff like that. It's a really nicely decorated room, really well lit. This is fun, creative and unique, and I really like this. Next up, we have a submission from Fora, who's gone with this very florally inspired room, and I really love this. I love the window and using the trick to get the kind of like cherry blossoms in the window. I love that. Honestly, that cherry blossom trick is kind of like one of my favorites, and I love that it hasn't like ever been fixed kind of thing. I absolutely adore it. I think it's such a wonderful trick, and obviously depending on the angle you take it from, sometimes the cherry blossoms can look bigger or smaller and stuff like that. I just think it's a fun, playful little trick you can do. I love that you've got this separation here between the back wall section and then this front section. Also a great way to hide some tagged items for sure. I love that you've got the wardrobe and the mirror here. I love the colors, very cohesive. I do love that you've got the bed here, and we do also have some butterflies, so I am assuming that you have trapped Mirabelle in front of you. I would think anyway, in order to get this. But yeah, it looks lovely. There's a lot of butterflies in this shot, and I think it really adds to the scene. So great little snap. I think this is wonderful. Next up, we have a submission from UV Neon Galaxy, who's gone for a very space-inspired snap, and I love this. I think it's so fun and creative. I absolutely adore this. I love the like creative directions that people have taken with this challenge. I love that you've gone for the Tron outfit as well. Great being able to use that recent premium shop item to in a snap quite recently. I think that's super fun. I love that you've got the time bending table here, especially with the floating rocks. It definitely has like a kind of like spacey alien vibe. That paired with like the water fountain in the background, the glowing lights, all the displays, the time bending pieces and stuff like that, it all works together really nicely. I think this is fun, creative, different, outside of the box, and I think your character looks awesome. I think this is a super fun snap, and I really do like this. Next up, we have a submission from Wisteria Crossing, and this is so cute. I absolutely love this. I love that you've got these bookcases here. We've got like a painting table. We've got books on the floor. I love the color of this room, like sort of the darker vibes of the wallpaper and the flooring and stuff like that. All the items go together really nicely, especially a lot of the wood-toned pieces and stuff like that. It almost has a bit of a witchy vibe to it, which I think is super fun. I really like this snap. I love the window choices and everything like that as well. So this is a lovely little piece, and yeah, really nicely done. Next up, we have a submission from Blush Danielle, and this is so cute. This is so elegant and stuff like that, which I absolutely love. This is definitely the kind of vibes that if I was doing a room snap, this is the kind of vibes I would want to have. Very elegant, very royal, but very comfy and cozy and stuff like that, which I think is super cute. What I really love as well is that, again, kind of that trick and illusion of the camera angles. It almost looks like you've got ribbons in your hair. Like, these look like bows. That are attached to your character's hair. I love that. I think the lining up of that is just perfect. So that's a fun little thing to see. But I love all the golden elements, the fireflies, the sparkles. I love how you framed the stained glass piece here in the background. I think that works together really nicely. I think the yellow and gold tones really do pop in this room, which is super fun to see. Yeah, I absolutely love this. I think this is a super fun room submission. Exactly the kind of vibes of what I would want. So yeah, I love it. Next up, we have a submission from Madam Red, and this is so cute. I love this. All the bookcases is really nice. These jazz age windows, I think this is the double one. They look so good. They're such a nice piece to use. I had placed them up originally just to kind of like check them out. But yeah, they're really nice. They're actually really nice window. I love the fireplace here, the wicker basket, the laundry basket, the desk with the book on it, the piles of books, the easel and the painting table. You know, I love this. I think this is very cozy, very homely. This is a lovely room setup, and I really hope this does well because this is lovely. I really like it. Next up, we have a submission from Princess Star Butterfly, who's gone for a Peter Pan and Wendy inspired snap, and I think this is so fun. Like, how cute is this? So we have the bed here for Wendy. We have the other two beds, you know, the beds for Michael and John, I think they're called. We have your avatar dressed up as Peter, and then using Belle in place of Wendy because of obviously the blue dress and things like that. Such a lovely touch. We've got a lot of like playful items, you know, toys, books, things like that. I think it all goes together very nicely. This is a fun concept, like even using the clock tower like as if it represents like Big Ben in the distance out the window kind of thing. I don't know, it's just very fun. So I do really love this. I think this is a fun and playful snap. Next up, we have a submission from Christian Henry. And obviously the first thing I'm going to point out is this Mickey cloud. I love to see a Mickey cloud. It always makes me happy. We've got Casita in the background. We've got Mirabelle at the front here. And we also have your character dressed up in Casita Encanto inspired clothing, which is nice to see. It's a nicely lit shot. I love the framing of the shot, especially with the flowers at the bottom. And like I said, I love to see that Mickey cloud. That's a nice clear Mickey. Next up, we have a snap from Kishi, and this is so fun. So Kishi has gone with a Bruno theme, and Bruno's room is full of like sand and stuff like that. There's like a big cavern that Mirabelle has to climb up. So I think for anyone who has watched the movie, the reference is very, very obvious here. And I think it's super fun. I love that you've got Remy in the shot, you know, because of the rats and stuff like that. Obviously your character definitely looks like Bruno. We have Mirabelle here as well, and we've got all the sand falling in the background with that sort of sand water fountain kind of thing. I call it a water fountain. It's not really a water fountain, but you all probably know what I mean. But yeah, I think this is really fun and playful. I really love this take on the challenge, you know, that you have gone for Bruno's room. And like I said, I think for anyone who has seen the movie, the theming of this snap will be very clear. A lot of people have gone for like an Isabella inspired room, and I love that you've gone for a Bruno inspired room. I think it's super fun, very playful, and yeah, a great choice. Next up, we have a submission from Jolly, and this is a really fun and vibrant snap. I really do like this. I love the wall decor here. So we've got these hanging banners. I think they're called like springtime banners or something. But I love this planter item. I think it's such a cute item, and I've never seen it kind of like repeated on the wall like this, and I think it looks really nice. It's a nice little feature. I believe this planter, you needed to get one of the like bundles before the game left early access, just in case anyone's wondering. I do believe that's where it came from. I think it was like the second level of the bundle that gave you it, because I think it came in with the buzz stuff, but obviously I'm willing to be corrected if I'm wrong. Oh, this is fun. Okay, so it looks like we've got the thingies here, what do you call them? The bookcases. And then we've also got the fireplace, but the fireplace is sat forward a little bit. And then we've got like the bamboo behind it. That's kind of fun. That's kind of creative little setup. I really like that. I love all the books, you know, the cozy sort of spots we've got dotted around with the lounge pillows, this chair, and obviously the bed piece. Also this flooring, this is that winter flooring that came into the shop like back when I think it was the Royal Winter Star Path. I think we got this one. This is a really nice rustic looking flooring. I do not use this enough. This is a really nice flooring piece, actually. But yeah, overall, I really, really love this room setup. Your character looks happy and things like that, which I love. And yeah, I think this is a super fun submission. Next up, we have a snap from Angel of Thursday, and this is so, so cute. I love that you've got this kind of like storybook vibe. You know, I did see your caption about pulling characters from their stories into the real world, which I think is super fun. I love that they're kind of like gathered around you with this book, and we've got the sparkles there, which really add to kind of like a magical vibe. Then obviously we've got a ton of books in the room. You know, we've got the bed here, but then we've got the dresser next to it. The dresser has books on it. We've got a full bookcase, more bookcases filled with books and things like that, and all the book piles. I think it's very, very fun. Definitely got the kind of like bedroom vibes, but also kind of like showcasing the magic of the madrigal abilities and stuff like that. So I think overall this is a very, very fun snap. Really creative and unique, and I really like the concept of this. Next up, we have a submission from Lightspark, and this is fun. I love this. Okay, so I love this kind of like divide between the rooms. So we've got this set up in the back with the bed. which is kind of like nice and cozy and things like that. And then we've got this kind of like area towards the front with like the desk and all the bookcases. We've got like this divider here. We do have like a painting table. This definitely has very, very cozy vibes, which I love. I love the tones of this shot. Feels like very warm and stuff like that, which I love. And I love how your character looks. I love this outfit. I think it goes together very, very nicely. So yeah, brilliant job on this one. And then last but certainly not least, we have a submission from Aquahex here. And I love this. This is definitely a very elegant sort of room snap, which I think is super fun. I do love the kind of like 1920s, very dapper kind of inspired look to this. I really enjoy this room setup. I think this is totally cozy. I would absolutely love to have this as kind of like a living room setup in my own home and stuff like. I think it's so fun and cozy. And seeing this wallpaper, it does look less busy with a more neutral flooring. So I think that's also very, very fun to see as well. And there we have it. That's all the snaps for the Discord Dreamsnap submissions for the Hola Casita challenge. It's been fun going through all these submissions, seeing the creative ways that you've all created unique room setups and things like that. I think it's been a joy to see. So thank you very, very much for sharing. As I've said before in the other video, if you do want to be in a video like this, then just join the Discord, share your dream snap in the Dreamsnaps channel, and you could be featured in the next video that I make. But thank you all so, so much. I appreciate your time today. Don't forget to leave a like if you did enjoy any of these dream snaps, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys!